Shalom, Shalom, Yasharal. All praises and glory goes to our mighty power, Yahweh. By Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the legmen feeding the sheep of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Sincerity and in truth of this great gospel, man. I'm going to open it up with the book of Isaiah 13 and 14. It reads, "And it shall be as a chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land." Into his own land. What the Bible tell us, man. We gotta read that again. It reads Isaiah 13 and 14, "And it shall be as a chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land." That chase roe is really Esau, Edom, really all these heathen nations, right? Because they about to be they about to feel the recompense of the Lord. Right? The Lord has a controversy against the inhabitants of the earth, man, because these people are wicked, man. These people are criminals and stolen property, trying to act like they're fucking innocent, right? You got this devil-looking bastard here. This motherfucker go back to them 16, 1700 days. Look at that grill, right? It says it's killing me emotionally and mentally, and we know financially, right? It says long-standing Portland antique stove dealer considering going out of business due to thefts, right? They look like they whooped his ass too. It ain't just him. Like it says, "And every man shall turn to his own people and flee everyone into his own land." Right? You got these fucking heathens, right? It says, "Why don't we feel safe in America?" Indian student perspective, right? We know why you don't feel safe. It says, Indian student shot dead in Ohio, right? Indian origin students killed in United States. It's a bunch of so-called Indians, Elamites, getting executed, right? You got them 7-Eleven motherfuckers, infrared dot-headed people, right? Man, Jake run up in them stores with them pistols, man. Jake laying them motherfuckers down, right? Jake laying these heathens down, right? Jake robbing these heathens, right? The Lord has made America uncomfortable. The Lord has made America uncomfortable. Like it says, these heathens about to flee back into their own homeland. I'm ready to get Isaiah 13 and 14. "And it shall be as a chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people, and then flee everyone into his own land," right? Because right now, what did the Lord do? The Lord put a spirit of unsafetyness in Babylon the Great, a spirit of danger, right? Dangerous times, perilous times, right? You got motherfuckers who just don't give a fuck, right? It says chaos on the boardwalk. DUI suspects drives on Venice boardwalk, hits pedestrian before arrest. Right, that's what you got going on right now, right? That's what you got going on. It says robbers target victims at Chicago bus stop. Right, you at the bus stop, you out on a date with your woman, and guess what? Death, robbery, right? Because this is a system that was set up by Satan, right? Satan set up this system. Now he's getting a taste of his own medicine. A taste of his own medicine. Yes, the Bible says in the book of Proverbs 26, verse 27, "Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein," right? They brought these drugs here to America, trying to eradicate the children of Israel with it. And what happened now? They're addicted to these drugs, right? They try to put you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans in a state of poverty. And now guess what? They are in a state of poverty, right? They are becoming irrelevant on the face of the earth, right? These nations don't respect these motherfucking Westerners and these Edomites like they used to, right? Things are changing, right? He's being identified for the wicked that he is. Read Proverbs 26 and 27, "Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him." It will return upon him. This is the Lord's recompense upon who? The Edomites and the heathen nations, right? They came together to what? Try to destroy who? The children of Israel. Right? Try to destroy the children of Israel. This is John 10, verse 10. Thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy, right? They stole our lands, right? They killed our family, and what they destroyed us as a people to the point where our heritage has been lost. Our heritage has been lost. And all this is through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's why we're waiting for the Lord to forgive us. And he already forgave us when he sent his son back to die for us. So we're just waiting for the son to return to reclaim what is rightfully his. Right? And he's coming with violence. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is sending his son back with violence to deal with what? A violent man, right? A bloody man. John 10 and 10. A thief cometh not before to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come, right? That's the Lord talking, saying what he coming for. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. Who is they? They're talking about Israelites. We gonna get to live, because right now these heathens are enjoying the blessings of the earth, the fruits of the fields, the lands, the oceans, the trees, everything that you could imagine, that they get to enjoy. The islands, right? Anywhere where they get to, they run the show. They run the show, plain and fucking simple. We are underneath their rulership. But guess what? The Lord about to take their rulership away. It's plain and simple, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, call on. I'm going to go to the book of Psalms 79, verse 10. It reads, wherefore should the heathen say, where is their God? Right? Because these heathens, man, they've been prideful in their powers, their so-called gods that don't exist. These statues and weird-looking objects, right? We're talking about this God with all these arms, right? This Mortal Kombat-looking ass God, right? This is a joke. This is a fucking joke. Some elephant gods, right? You got one other god with horns and a pitchfork supposed to be down in hell. I mean, all type of madness, right? These are the things these people worship in this society. And the worst one of all is the one with the stringy dog hair, man, with the blue eyes. The nice God. We call him the nicest God ever. JC. JC, the nicest dude that ever touched ground, that really never did touch ground, because he don't fucking exist. That's a made-up character, man. That nigga like, he's like fucking Xavier and X-Men. He don't exist. I read it says, Psalm 79 and 10, wherefore should the heathen say, where is their God? Let him be known among the heathen in our sight by the revenging of the blood of thy servants, which is shed. Well, they drunk off the blood of the saints, man, like the scriptures say, man. The Bible said they are drunken off the blood of the saints. I love this one verse, Jeremiah 10 and 2 says, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. Right? We see the way of the heathen is only to rob, to steal, to kill, to mislead, to push bullshit, to worship madness, right? And they love money. They worship money. They worship money. They're weak. They're sodomites, murderers, right? You can put all, even in the scriptures it said all these are what the heathens do, all these different sins and things the Lord told us not to follow. That's the thing of the heathens. So we supposed to look at them like spit, like a drop that falleth from a vessel. They're not important. Fuck a heathen, right? It says Jeremiah 10 and 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Yeah, these heathens are fucked up with all these things going on, right? The blood moons, the different terrible weather patterns, the floodings, the earthquakes, the sightings of the chariots, collapse of their fucking currency, the demise of their society, the crippling of their neighborhoods, the addiction of drugs in their communities. It is like, whoa, what's going on? That's what these devils feeling right now. They feeling the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And one thing these devils and heathens know, there's nothing they could do about this judgment. There's nothing you could do about this judgment. This was predestined, pre-written, pre-prepared. It was prepped, right? Psalms 9 and 19, arise, O Yahweh, let not man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Oh man, we looking for this heathen to be judged. All right. I'm gonna start from the top. Matter of fact, Psalms 9 and 16. The Lord is known by what? By the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is a snare in the work of his own hands. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forgot the Most High, that forget God. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Arise, O Yahweh. Let not man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Lord. Let the nations may know themselves to be but what? But men. Yeah, but men. These devils think they're something when they're nothing. Right? They think they're going to get this land. They're going to continue in this land. What the Bible say about this land? This land is defiled with blood. Yeah, this land is defiled with Native American blood. Right? Negro blood. Mayan blood. So-called Mexican blood. Israelite blood. Right? These devils know what they have done. They know the history. At one time they were bragging about it, but now they want to take it out of the books. Right? Because why? It's an embarrassment onto their asses. Right? I'm reading the book of Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are. For blood it defileth the land, man, and the blood cannot be cleansed of the the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein. But by the blood of him that shed it. Who did all the shedding of the blood? The so-called white man. Right? The Lord gave him the power. The Lord gave him the sword. And what he ran with it. He ran with it, man. He executed to the fullest extent. Especially upon you Negroes, you Hispanics, and Native Americans, which are the children of Israel, man. It's talking about your blood. And shit, even the blood of other heathens, because the devil had no mercy. He had no mercy. Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are. For blood defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that sheddeth. That's why the Lord is going to make a great sacrifice in Basra. Right? Great sacrifice in Basra, right? These Edomites are going down.